In today's video, I'm actually going to be finishing a painting. Now, I started this in my last video, and the theme was on shapes and what we could do with different shapes, how we could do something different. And it started to develop. And now I want to do something else with it and to finish it. So you'll enjoy this video if you are halfway through doing a play painting and an experiment and you're wondering what else to do with it. And with this, I'm going to use some Posca pens and some different markers, drawing on it and outlining things and having a look what else we could do with it. And then I'm going to do something completely different at the end. So I'm sure that you'll, benefit from seeing this, just to, get over that hump. If you're stuck with a play painting, you like it, but you're not really quite sure what to do next. And then what could you do with it? So we're going to have an interesting lesson on how this will develop. Now, it's an intuitive painting. It's not pre-planned in that sense. And the inspiration came from a lovely scarf that I have. I love scarves, as you might have noticed in some of my videos. And this one was particularly one of my favorites. And that gave me the inspiration to start the painting in the first place. So we're going to have a look at what might happen to this very bright, fun piece, and to see how we can finish it. So let's dive in and see what's going to happen. So I've taken the picture off the board. Looking at it in all different ways, it's quite wacky, isn't it? But interesting for an experiment. And I thought now what I'd do is I'd have a little bit of a play with it with the Posca pens, the big ones and these smaller ones, and have some fun. And then sort of see what different things I could come up with. I've also got my the Stabilo woody pencils here, crayons, sorry. So again, we can have a play with all of them. But the Posca pens are really one of my favourite and a great thing for finishing paintings. They create crisp, bold lines and add that extra layer of detail that can really make a piece pop. They work well over acrylics as well as mixed media and even to some textured surfaces. Plus they come in so many different colours and tip sizes, giving you endless possibilities for mark making. But just to coming back to the painting, before I start, I like to step back and take a look at the painting. And I ask myself, where does it need more energy? Are there areas that feel too flat? Maybe a section needs more contrast to stand out. This quick assessment helps me decide where to place any details so they feel intentional and not random. And I think this is such a great idea for you to do, with your painting. Spend some time, meditating on it. I'd left this piece overnight, and I came back this morning and was assessing, and I carry on doing that. And it will really surprise you what happens at the end. So you better stay and watch, because when you see the possibilities of doing this kind of play painting and the results that you can get, they will really amaze you and give you so much confidence, and you'll feel great about your painting. So obviously I'm using all the different colours at the moment with the Posca pens, and all the different things that you can do. As I said before, you can outline and define any area and really make it stand out. You can make obviously dashes, dots and marks, which I do come to later, as you'll see. And these little elements, add a rhythm and movement to your painting. And you can also try layering colours, try overlapping different colours to build up a really nice depth in your picture. And you can also, while the paint is still wet, you can scratch through a Posca mark to reveal, different layers underneath, and that can give you some fantastic effects. And instead of adding, outline around a shape to make it stand out in a different way, you can really use a negative space for drawing. So I'm going to move on to do some free drawing on top of it with the woody crayons. And, this is a lovely part to just be creative, let go and free it up. And then I'm going to leave it for a while and come back and let's see what's going to happen next. So you'll see now that I've done a little bit more to it than I left off before. I was playing around. I wasn't sure about which direction it was going to go in. And then I decided that I wanted to cut it up. And how I'm going to do this is I've got some frames, some lovely little frames. This is one here. And what I've done is I've got one the same size here with the border, is I've cut out the size of the hole for this. So then I can measure and see how many pieces I could cut in this picture. So I can go around and have a look at, different parts of it that I might like, and then have that as little paintings, little abstract paintings. And I could still do something with them once I've cut them. So that's what I decided that I was going to do. So I've got a feeling that I would like to do a couple on this side, which I find interesting, and maybe 3 on here. Now, this is kind of like the fun part of what you can do with a play painting, because once I've done it, then you can see we can add some collage to it. I can add some other marks to it. I can do whatever I like. And so therefore, so can you. But it's kind of quite a nice idea. These frames, I think you would call them in the States, the dollar store. We have our equivalent here in Spain. And, they're very inexpensive, but they make beautiful sets. So I've got 3 of them, and I'm going to use some of these cutouts in these little paintings, and they can be as a series. Now, I do this a lot with some of my play paintings. I've got some pieces here that I'm still going to work on for, little abstracts from a big painting. And this is a wonderful way to go, because they're always surprises, when you do that. And it makes you feel really, really cool about it, because you've actually done something as a play painting, and you can turn it into a lovely little painting or series of paintings, put them up on the wall, and they look great. I'm going to show you just 4 that I've done. So this was doing exactly the same method. Turn that way. This is doing exactly the same thing with these little frames, and I think they're great. I love them. When they're in a set, they look really, really good. I put a bit of collage on these and a bit of collage on here. So you can really take this whole process right to the end and come up with something that's really pretty, really nice, that you could feel proud to put on the wall or even sell. So this whole play process can turn into something really, really lovely. So don't dismiss it, because it's very, very valuable. So let me just go through the process of this, then we'll see the end result. So I've got my little piece of, this is the piece that fits in here. So this is the size that I'm going to make the cutouts. And I'm going to do it in some white chalk so I can see it on the painting. And you know, it doesn't have to be totally accurate, but I'm going to kind of start off with this one. Okay, and it's great just to have the freedom, let go of any attachment to it, or if the bits that you like, just use those bits, because you know you can do. You know, as I said before, there are no rules in this. So here we go. I can move it up here a little. I love the yellow and I love the bit of green in it. You see, now I can do something with it. I think I'd put a bit of orange in here, or do some other marks, which I might work on anyway. So there's my first one. I'm going to cut the sides off a little bit later. Okay, so let's come to the next. It could go this way. I'm not sure about this black here. So I think, let's have a look to there. Take it to that corner. That's kind of really nice. I like that. So I'm going to come over to here, turn this round and put some chalk around that. You know, this whole process is about building your confidence and, you know, seeing that you can create abstracts from an intuitive point of view. You know, when you're doing the play paintings, it's wonderful to you know, then be able to turn some of them into paintings. And, you know, this confidence building is so important. And if you really want to, you know, go to the next level with your painting and really have that confidence to do other things, you know, you might enjoy my complete abstract painting course, which takes you literally from start to finish of how to create and paint lovely abstracts. So if you'd like to check that out, go and have a look at all the information. I'll leave the link in the description below. Go and have a look, see what other students have said about doing this course. I've had very many doing it, I think over 7,000. And some of them have even gone on to have their own exhibitions, which is amazing. So go and check it out and see if this is something that you would love to do. So now let's get on to the next stage of this lovely painting. So now, having cut them all out and had a look at them, I've chosen some collage pieces that I'm going to, I've been through and, you know, finding the right colours. And I've cut a few pieces out. I mean, you know, you can play with this as much as you like. But I think it's kind of nice to sort of have some, you know, colours that are going to go, that you want to play with. So I've just got a few here that I'm going to stick down. I'm going to use some Liquitex. It's bio-based gloss medium for to stick them down, and I've got a little flat brush. So I've got a few things here that I've already been, you know, looking at and deciding on what to do, and I might add some more marks with it once I've got the collage down with the pens. And then hold on tight to the end, because I'm going to show you what they all look like in the frames, and you'll be amazed. They're really lovely, and it's something you'll be able to do. So let's finish this and then we'll get to them. I'm, you know, literally still just playing and seeing, you know, where everything might go and enjoying the whole process. I mean, you know, when you think I've done 2 videos on this, you know, it's taken a couple of days and maybe a bit longer to, you know, finish this interesting project. And, you know, it can keep you occupied for hours, which is really fun and enjoyable. And then you get a fantastic result, you know, when you've finished, and it's so satisfying. and enjoyable. So, but it's nice to see, the process of just playing again with your play paintings. And, that's the whole thing, is to get a really lovely result from your experiments and, what you discover, and finding things that you like and that you enjoy and, you want to create more of. And it gives you ideas for, bigger paintings that you can go into, when you feel confident to do that. So, all these experiments will take you somewhere. I'm actually going to cover the whole of this because it's going to give it a nice finish anyway. A nice kind of gloss finish on it. Adding collage to these paintings, these little ones, or indeed the big ones, they can really, really transform your work. And the wonderful thing is, because you're building up the layers, but you can also go over the collage again. And one of the things I think I mentioned earlier on is, to use a transparent gesso. And, this, it helps because you can keep layering and layering, either with collage or with paint. And with the paint, you'll get the absolute colour again. It won't blend into the colours behind. So the possibilities are so endless when you're doing this kind of project. So here is the big reveal in the frames, and I think you'll say that they're really lovely too. I hope so. But they've really kind of come together, and you can see, how pretty they are once you've got them in the frame. You can see all the collage that I've put on them and how it's come together. And what I've done with this is so it's kind of like a set. I've used a similar theme in all of them, so it's like a series, and similar collage in all of them, and so it comes together as a unit. In actual fact, these two frames are a bit bigger. I thought I had 3 of those, but I'm going to get some more and I'll change them over. But they're all the same size opening, so it's fine. So if you've got any questions or you'd like to make a comment about this project, do leave it in the comments below. That would be great. I love to read them and it's great to have your feedback. So if you have enjoyed the video, do give me the thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll have the opportunity to see more of these tutorials to help you with your painting, and press the notification button, and then you won't miss out on any of them. And all the links of the things that I was talking about are in the description below. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I think it's a wonderful project to work on, and something, with your play paintings to get a fantastic result at the end. And then you can put them up on your wall, and it's so motivating. And, people will go, oh, wow, look at those. And you've done them spontaneously. You've enjoyed the process and, had fun at the same time. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I've got another wonderful lesson prepared, so that's coming out very soon, and I look forward to seeing you then. So happy painting. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, do subscribe. It really helps me. I'd so appreciate it. I'm nearly on 10,000 subscribers, so I've only got a few hundred to go, so that would be fantastic. And it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it really makes a difference to me, and that would be wonderful. So see you soon, take care, bye for now.